Welcome Scorpio, thank you very much for spending time with me. Looks like my cat wants to join us too, so welcome cat. Sorry about that, she gets a bit jealous when my attention isn't on her. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope you've had a wonderful August. Right, I've pulled your cards, I've premeditated, I've pulled the jumpers and laid them out. So that being said, let's get started. I've got one hand on the cat here trying to appease her, so do excuse me. Right, so we're starting with the King of Pentacles, which is the energy leaving you. Really, really lovely card, Scorpio. It's a card of patience, determination. I mean, the King of Pentacles, he's a warm leader. He's a man who's been round the block a few times. Not gender specific, as always. It's just a depiction on the card. Yeah, he's been around the block a couple of times, and he knows his stuff. He's dependable. And he provides for others. He's a person that's reached his goals and he's very successful. He's sitting here in his card. He's laid back. He's got his trusty wolf next to him, and he's holding his success in his hands, his pentacle. And so he's actually just looking over. I mean, obviously you can see he's really, really relaxed and comfortable in what he's done and what he's achieved. So really, really lovely energy that you've got on the way out, Scorpio. So yeah, good start, absolutely good start. The energy coming in, you've got the Magician. Now, I love the Magician, but obviously, like all cards, the Magician has two sides as well. The Magician is natural talent. You know, he's got the ability to manifest anything he wants. He's got magic in the palms of his hands, and he's weaving his spell here. I mean, there's nothing he can't, you know, materialize into existence. But also, he has the capacity to be a manipulator as well. Obviously, when you hold that much power and you know, Magician, there comes illusions as well, does it? So I would say, just watch out, just in case you're missing something. Just make sure that you've got eyes in the back of your head, just in case there is any manipulation at hand. Although I don't think there is. This is a card of I mean, it's the perfect manifestation card. So, you know, the world is your lobster here. Whatever you want to bring into being, you throw the right energy of it at it. There's nothing that you can't manifest into this world. But it's like I said, obviously manipulation and also illusion goes with this card. So beware that somebody isn't manipulating you, feeding you falsities, pulling the wool over your eyes. So yeah, on both scales of the card, one great, one not so great, but you know, it's good to be aware nonetheless, isn't it? So yeah, that's the energy coming in. In your challenge position, you've got the Four of Pentacles. Look at this chick here. She's holding that pentacle very, very close to her chest, isn't she? It's a nice card. It's a card of stability. It's, you know, I mean, she's holding her purse very close to her chest. You know, that's her savings. She's trying to keep hold of what she's built, of what she's worked for. And it's also a card of accepting your worth and knowing your worth. So, you know, if you get a bit wobbly, do take time to sit back and think about, you know, how far you come, what you've done, and what you've achieved. You know, give yourself a pat on the back. You know, she feels so grateful to be where she is and to have built what she's built. So you know, don't forget that. But also bear in mind, there's also on the flip side of this card, there's a lack mentality aspect to it. You know, holding things too tightly to your chest, not giving enough, not sharing enough. You know, so although yeah, the pat on the back is absolutely needed, there's also a need to be charitable here as well, if you get my drift. So, you know, sharing is caring. Share the wealth. I'm not saying give all your money away or anything stupid like that, but you know, wealth comes in many forms, and you know, it could be your time, it could be you baking a cake for someone. So it's just being open, you know, open your heart to all possibilities, and absolutely congratulate congratulate yourself. But that's in the challenge position. So depending on what's going on with you, obviously it's going to resonate differently with each person. That's what that card is saying, and it's in the challenge. So pat yourself on the back, but don't forget to share. You know, be open to others, invite others in. Right, the advice from Spirit, you've got the Lovers. Well, Scorpio, it doesn't necessarily mean romance. You know, it's a card of duality. It's a card of balance. It's feminine, masculine, you know. So with everything that's going on here, and the Magician that brings in the manifestation power, or on the other side of it brings in the manipulation power, there's room for balance here. So the advice from Spirit is find balance, and you know, just try and harmonize everything, and also choose yourself, you know, choose to allow yourself to fall in love, not only with others but with yourself. Fall in love with yourself, you know, because you have accomplished a lot. And in the challenge position, the Four of Pentacles, this could be somebody giving themselves a hard time. So don't forget to give some self-love is in order. That's what Spirit is saying, absolutely. Fall in love with yourself. You know, we too, you know, we look after everybody. We're always giving our time out, and well, most of us are anyways. And we very rarely find those periods where we can just sit with ourselves and nourish our minds, bodies and spirits. So don't forget to give to yourself as well as to others. So yeah, that's in advice from Spirit. It's a lovely card, and it doesn't necessarily mean there isn't romance on the way. It could well be, but you know, also you have to open yourself out to it. You need to be in receiving mode to actually see the love coming in. I mean, if you're so focused on other things, then you're not going to see it, are you? It's very easy to miss sometimes these subtleties. Now, the outcome energy, you have got the Knight of Pentacles. I love this guy. He's diligent. He's a hard worker. You know, he's got determination. He's building an empire here. He's got material security. You know, he's a very down-to-earth, you know, grounded person. You can see him here. He's in his shorts. He's got no shoes on. He's got his t-shirt, and he's got a pentacle on his back, and he's got his sturdy actually his steed, his horse, is wearing much nicer clothes than he is. So he's got the means to get around. I mean, he's by no means short of a few bob or two, but he's very unassuming, but very strong, hard working, and he likes to leave, you know, a trail wherever he goes of the abundance that he's accumulating. So he's a sharer as well. It's really, really, really beautiful card, and it's a really lovely energy to round it off with. It's yeah, it's like I said, it's material security, and you're building your empire, and you know, you're still on your travels here. You've got a lot of work to do, so keep on keeping on. What can I say, Scorpio? Absolutely magical energy to round it off with. We've got the overarching energy, which is the Eight of Swords. As you can see, it's somebody that's not seeing clearly, is it? You know, she's blindfolded, she's got her hands tied together, and you've got all these, you've got this, the spirit animals, the ravens here, trying to help her off with her blindfold, because achievement has been made here. You know, there's been a lot gone on. I mean, the King of Pentacles for a start. I mean, there's achievement in itself, and then you've got the Four of Pentacles as well, and you end up with the Knight of Pentacles. So you've got pentacles everywhere here, and pentacles is abundance, material abundance. It's also grounded energy, so it's an energy of you keeping your feet on the ground and keeping it real. And I think when we're going through all of these sort of things with a busyness, when we stop to look at ourselves, sometimes we can get a bit overwhelmed and confused, and we don't necessarily see ourselves for who we really are. So take off that blind, allow the spirit animals to help you off with the blindfold so you can get some clarity, so you can see clearly, so you can see exactly how well you're doing. If you look at the person here looking in the mirror, there are no shackles on her. Her hands aren't tied. There's no blindfold, yet that's what she's seeing in the mirror. So seek clarity, and you know, maybe you need to talk to somebody to. It doesn't have to be somebody you know. It could be a shrink. It could be, sorry, that's a really bad word to use for a counsellor or something. Just talk to somebody you don't know. You know, sometimes talking to somebody you don't know is easier than talking to somebody you do know. There's no, you know, there's no preconceived ideas or judgments, if you like, if judgment is the right word. So yeah, actually, looking back on the read here, there's so much. There is love, there is abundance, there is sharing. You know, the Four of Pentacles, that challenge when I said, you know, share, make sure you share. Well, that's exactly what the Knight of Pentacles does do. So if you take the right path, if you follow, if you tread on the right, you know, take the right stepping stones, there's no reason why you cannot be in this wonderful energy. And you know, the magician in your upcoming energy, you take that energy and you manifest absolutely anything you want. Like I said, the world is your lobster, and absolutely for the taking. The manipulation side of that card, you know, that could be you, that could be somebody else. I mean, who knows? I mean, it's going to resonate differently with all of you, but certainly a very, very strong card, and it's the optimum manifestation card, so it's a really great energy to be on. Now, I've just looked on the bottom of the deck again, and underneath this Eight of Swords, you've got the Empress, but she's upside down. And I don't normally take upside down cards, but I'm going to take it in this instance because of the Eight of Swords and the lack of clarity that you've got here. The Empress is the meeting of the mind, body and spirit. It's the all-knowing, all-encompassing. It is the everything. She is Gaia, Mother Earth. She has got direct connection to Source, but she's upside down. And I think that's because you're not seeing clearly. Because when you take that blindfold off, there is absolutely no reason that you can't manifest with this magician, that Empress energy. Really stunning. Wow, what a finish to the reading. I didn't expect her to come out, and certainly not upside down. But, you know, of course, if you've got the Eight of Swords and you are lacking clarity, why would she be upright? You know, the Empress is crystal clear on everything. So, and this card isn't. So in order to reverse this Empress energy, take some time for yourself, go within, do a bit of meditation, internal cleansing, get some white sage, cleanse your rooms, cleanse your house, you know, get your singing bowls out, get some vibration, some music going in your rooms, and let the music and vibration go through you. Everything is energy, and sound is a wonderful way to actually cleanse. So whatever suits you, whether it be scent, whether it be sound, whether it be something visual, you know, it could be something, you know, you can get those hypnotic YouTube videos that really, they put you into a trance, if you like. Just really zen yourself out and see if you can't achieve that Empress state. So yeah, great read, and very unexpected Empress that came in there, and I'm so pleased that it did, because it just goes to show when you get those blindfolds off, there is nothing you can't achieve. That magician has got magic in his hands. You weave your spells, Scorpio, and you get in touch with your Empress. Brilliant. Right. Let's see what the animal spirit would like you to take into September 2020 with you, my Scorpios. I've already shuffled these, so that was just a quick one. Let's see what comes out. Wow, that was quick. Be generous of spirit, the lion. Generous of spirit, Scorpio. Open your heart, tap into your heart, do your meditations, and share that love. throw that love out there. You throw it out, you get it back tenfold. You've got 4 cards here. Let's have them all. Okay, a rebirth is assured. You if you take that blindfold off, you can't help but have that rebirth. And what is the Empress birthing here? The world. So with that said, the Magician, what did I say? The world is your lobster. So let's get going, Scorpio. Now is a lucky time. It certainly is. The rabbit spirit. So yeah, generous of spirit. A rebirth is assured. Certainly if you take the time to see clearly. And now is a lucky time. Knight of Pentacles. I mean, how? Of course it's a lucky time. Look at that abundance that's absolutely following him. Superb. And you've got the Wombat spirit. Be at home. Don't forget to take care of you. Don't forget to nurture you. Don't forget to pat yourself on the back for how far you have come. And when you do get those feelings of being overwhelmed, remember, all you have to do is go inside yourself, do your cleansing, do your meditation, remove that blindfold, because the Empress is waiting for you, my darlings. Really beautiful. Right, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed the read. I loved the read, especially seeing that Empress. That brought joy to me, that did, at the end of the read. So yeah, have a wonderful September. Same time, same place. Next week for energy reads, the elementals, and next month for October as well, end of. And if you are interested in a personal read, my details are in the box below. Please like, share and subscribe if you did enjoy the read. And my lovelies, thank you once again for spending time, and I will see you very, very soon. Take care, much love, and be kind to each other. Toodle pip.